"Ethan, you're never going to succeed in my class." Those words hit me like a punch the first day of ninth grade. I looked up from my notebook, stunned. Me? I had always been a decent student, but apparently, to Mrs. Reynolds, I was public enemy number one. Hey everyone, before we dive into this wild story, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you don't want to miss stories like this one. Trust me, it's insane. So, this all happened back in ninth grade in my hometown of Cedarville, Ohio. I'm Ethan, and this was the year I ran headfirst into the toughest, most unfair teacher I've ever had. Honestly, looking back, it's kind of unbelievable, but I survived, and you're about to hear every crazy detail. I played 3 sports that year: soccer, basketball, and track. I loved representing my school, and yes, that meant I missed a lot of class. But it wasn't just sports. I was also competing academically in math tournaments and quiz bowls. Basically, I was busy all the time. And that's where Mrs. Reynolds, my ninth grade English teacher, came in. She didn't like me. Actually, scratch that. She didn't like athletes, period. And me? I was her biggest nightmare. From day one, it felt personal. She would double homework after away games, knowing we wouldn't have time to finish it. And here's the kicker. She didn't even check homework every day. But of course, she always checked it right after we were gone. Now, I was doing fine in her class, writing good papers, but she had this weird system where she graded you not on how good your work actually was, but on what she thought your potential was. For example, I could write a paper that was better than most of the class, but if she decided I was only doing 70% of my potential, I'd get a 70 or low 80. Meanwhile, my classmates would get high 90s for doing less. I confronted her about it once. I asked, "Does that mean my paper can be better than someone else's and still get a lower grade?" Her answer, yes. Totally unfair, but at least she recommended me for an advanced writing class a year early, so some small justice. Things got worse toward the end of the year. Mrs. Reynolds offered extra credit. We had to go to a local college production of Antigone, write a 2,500-word essay connecting it to class discussions, and turn in our ticket and playbill. The problem? The play was Friday through Sunday, and the essay was due Monday. I had an academic competition on Monday, one of the biggest of the year. I told her weeks in advance that I'd be gone, and she assured me I could turn it in first thing Tuesday morning. So, I go see the play, write the essay, crush my competition on Monday, placing first and second in different categories, and then, bright and early Tuesday morning, I head to school before basketball practice to turn it in. She refused. "It's late," she said, even though she told me 4 separate times I could submit it Tuesday. My mom tried to help. My commute was long, everything lined up, but she wouldn't budge. I lost the $25 ticket, hours of my time, and a ton of stress for my mom. Absolute nightmare. And then the infamous final exam. It was 100 questions, plus a 5-point bonus question. What was your favorite part of the class? What did you learn? I finished the main exam in 20 minutes. For the remaining 40 minutes, I decided to answer that bonus question honestly. And I didn't hold back. I'm not sure I learned anything. My papers never got real feedback. The worst part? Dealing with your unfairness all year. My favorite part of this class? It finally being over. I handed it in, the bell rang, and I was the only student to leave at the hour mark. I waited outside while my mom finished proctoring another exam, and then Mrs. Reynolds found me, tears in her eyes, and dragged me and my mom to the principal's office. She was screaming, crying, literally choking as I explained everything. The homework, the extra credit, the unfair grading. The principal, finally, just asked, "How much was the bonus question worth?" 5 points. He said, "Then just don't give him the bonus points." So, I ended up with a 98 on the final instead of 103. Every other student got full credit. The next highest grade? 81. I thought she had the last laugh too. Weeks before grades were due, she dropped 10 points from an assignment from August. My final grade ended up as a B. But the school later changed the grading scale and that B became an A. 2 years later, after multiple complaints from other students, Mrs. Reynolds was fired. And honestly, she deserved it, but I never imagined my story would be part of what set it in motion. Looking back, it was stressful, frustrating, and ridiculous. But I survived, excelled in my competitions, and proved that unfairness doesn't win if you stay determined. So, if you've ever felt unfairly treated by a teacher, a coach, or anyone else, remember the story. Stand your ground, work hard, and don't let anyone make you feel small. If you like this story and want more real-life drama like this, hit that subscribe button, give a thumbs up, and comment below if you've ever had a teacher who hated you for no reason. I'd love to hear your story.